it's me again. I hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel. So after I filmed my how I got 9s in science video, a lot of you requested the same for maths. So as you can tell by the title, today I'm here with how I got a 9 in maths GCSE. Before we get started, don't forget to smash that subscribe button down below to keep up to date with all my videos because I post weekly. Now let's get on with the video. Number 1, CGP books. CGP might as well sponsor me by now because I've literally said this a million times. I swear by CGP books for GCSEs. I've used them for pretty much most of my subjects. I gave away my maths one, but I'll insert a picture of what it looks like here. The red one is very useful for getting all your content done. It covers pretty much all of the topics you need to know for GCSE, and they've got your specific exam board. But on top of that, if you are aiming for a grade 9, I would recommend this one, but I couldn't find one for AQA, so I got the Edexcel one. It makes no difference which one you use. This is so useful. It's just filled with loads of practice questions. I really recommend you get this as well. Even though there are just a few hard questions at the back of the paper, this will help you answer them to the best that you possibly can because these are really challenging. So I recommend you get this book and you start doing practice questions from as early as you can. I started using this one probably before my December mocks. Don't be disheartened if you can't answer these straight away. I remember when I first opened this book, it took me like half an hour to answer the first page of questions. They're meant to be hard, so don't worry about it. Just try and get through as much as you can throughout the course of year 11. Number 2, past papers. So I've also said this in my science video, but past papers are the best thing that will help you get a 9 in maths. I've probably done over 100 past papers for maths. I'm not even exaggerating. And don't limit yourself to your exam board. Explore other exam boards. Like I had AQA, but I also did Edexcel, OCR past papers, and also print off the mark scheme. Circle the questions you got wrong and you don't know how to do, and type in that topic on YouTube. YouTube really helps, in specific Hegarty Maths. I watched Hegarty Maths and I found it so useful. Before they go through a question, pause the video, try and answer it yourself, and then watch how they do it. And if you get it right, then that's great, and if you don't get it right, then at least it goes through how you got it wrong. So maybe if you can't do it straight away, watch one how they do it, and then the next example they do, pause it, write it down, go through it, do it yourself, and then check. For example, I found probability and tree diagrams really hard at GCSE. So I went on YouTube and I typed in like tree diagrams and I watched a video and I did exactly what I just told you guys to do. So I watched the first example. Then for the next example, I paused the video, tried to do it myself, and then, you know, checked my answers, and then I did the rest of the questions. After that, I loved probability, I loved tree diagrams, and it was really useful because I'm pretty sure it came up in the exam. Now, moving on to number 3, intervention sessions. I don't know about all schools, but I'm pretty sure a lot of schools will offer intervention sessions like after school and stuff. Every single week, without fail, for the whole of year 11, I went to the maths intervention sessions after school. It was compulsory for some people but optional for others. It was optional for me, but I still made sure I went every single week, and I do think that did help me quite a lot because they gave you practice papers that you can do during that 1 hour's time, and then you go through it and you've got maths teachers in the room. If you're struggling with a question, put your hand up and they'll come and like help you with it. And I think that's really good because not only is it like one-on-one help from your teachers who also know you, but you also are ticking off topics that you don't understand, because obviously the maths specification is so huge. It can often be very hard for you to nail down which exact points you don't know how to do. So doing practice papers and then identifying those like topics that you know that, oh, I can't do that, and then learning how to do it again with your teachers right there, it's basically one-on-one tuition, isn't it? Not only that, but also when I did my practice papers and topics that YouTube couldn't help me with and that I didn't know how to do, we'd have maths clinics as well, like during lunch times. So I'd circle the questions, take the paper to my teachers in maths clinic. My teachers would sit down with me, explain to me how to do that, and then you're done. I know like a lot of people will want to go and have fun, you know, that's what break's for, that's what lunch is for. But literally, I only went when I needed to go, but going really did help. Make sure you make the most of the facilities your school does offer. Number 4, start as early as you possibly can. So if you're in year 10, I would say maybe start revising a little bit of maths regularly. Maybe do a couple of practice papers here and there. You know, if you've got the revision guide, go through some of that. But if you're in year 11, make sure you start from the start of year 11, or if you haven't started revising, start now. Don't leave it to the last minute, because it will pile up and you won't know how to manage your revision, because you've got 9 other subjects you've got to revise, and obviously maths is like one of the core subjects you need to do. But I'm not saying do hours and hours every single week. I'm just saying do a little bit frequently, you know, maybe an hour, 2 hours a week. Just do something that you can consistently follow through with. And finally, number 5, make a list. This interlinks with what I said previously when you've got your past papers, but make a list of all the topics you know you do not understand. Take that list of topics to an intervention session or your maths clinic session. Every week, focus on one topic, right? And say, right, I'm going to do this topic today, and tell your teacher, I don't understand this concept, can you go through it with me? Or go on YouTube and try and like watch YouTube videos on that topic on YouTube. You know, just make sure you make a list of everything you don't know, because like I said, the syllabus for math is huge, right? The best thing you can do is know as much of the syllabus as you possibly can know. Get through as much of the list as you can before your final exams. And also what I found really useful to do was help your friends out. If you know your friend's struggling with a topic, try and sit down with them and teach them that topic. Not only will your friend benefit from help from your advice, but you will also benefit because you're revising that topic at the same time. And I did this a lot with my friends in the intervention sessions. They'd be like, oh, how do you do this question? Then me explaining that to them is not only helping them, but it's also helping me revise. It will sort of make revising a little bit more fun because you're doing it with your friends, you know? So yeah, that is it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a huge thumbs up and smash that subscribe button down below to see me weekly. If you've got any more videos you'd like to see, be sure to drop that in the comments down below. Anyways, see you next week, guys. Bye.